Kyle wants to know, do you have any tips on removing cassettes that are jammed onto alloy Freehub bodies?
Alloy Freehub bodies can be a real headache for any mechanic, but here are a few tips to make the job a little bit easier. Start by removing the cassette lock ring like you would with any cassette. Hold the cassette in place with a chain whip and use a cassette removal tool and a large wrench to remove the lock ring. Remove the outer cogs to get down to the jammed ones. My first fix is to use 2 chain whips to free the outermost cog. Put one chain whip on the outermost cog and the other on the larger cog that is attached to the cassette spider. Rotate the outer cog counterclockwise to back the cog spline out of the groove it has created. This usually frees the cog. Repeat this process on each cog until you are able to fully remove the cassette. However, sometimes the alloy splines on the Freehub body are displaced upward when the cassette digs in. This prevents the cog from being removed even after using the 2 chain whip method that I just demonstrated. If it is a somewhat mild case, placing a screwdriver between the cogs can pry them off of the Freehub body. Just don't pry too hard because this can damage the cogs or the Freehub body. The last resort is to remove the Freehub body from the hub and pound the Freehub body off of the cassette. Place the entire assembly face up in a vise that is opened wide enough to fully clear the backside of the Freehub body. Then place a block of wood on top of the front of the Freehub body and strike it with a hammer. Just make sure that before you start, you use the 2 chain whip method to make sure that all of the cog splines are lined up to avoid damage to the splines on either the cassette or the Freehub body.
If you want your question answered on Ask a Mechanic presented by Art Cyclery, send your inquiry to webletters@competitorgroup.com.